Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Dr. Neha welcoming you once again to the journey that we have started of history of English literature. This is the part 2 of that journey in continuation to the part 1 where we have discussed the major ages such as the Anglo-Saxon age, Anglo-Norman age, we have age of Chaucer, age of darkness, Renaissance and the most dynamic and my favorite 17th century. And this video we will be discussing, in this video we will be taking our journey forward to the part 2 of history of English literature, but just after a brief recap of 17th century so that you are able to develop that connect. Queen Elizabeth was a virgin queen. She dedicated her complete life to England and she sort of favored the growth and the nationalistic fervor of England, and because of that age is considered to be a golden age. उसे हम एक golden age मानते हैं because of the favorism, because of the support that Queen lent to the Commonwealth and also to the literature. Same way, the poets were given huge sort of pensions. Edmund Spenser, Philip Sidney, they were amongst the major poets of Elizabethan age or the Renaissance. There was a constant rebirth of learning. Everything was invented. Scientific revolution start हो चुका था. एक्सप्लोरेशन स्टार्ट हो चुका था. इन द एज ड्यूरिंग द एज ऑफ क्वीन एलिजाबेथ ओनली वी गेट द हिंट ऑफ colonization as well, and also we have the most famous Spanish armada, the fleet that drowned at the sea only. So after Queen Elizabeth passed away because she had no heir, king from Scotland was called to become the king of England as well. So King James I of England had his son King Charles I, who became the first English king ever in the history to be beheaded by the Commonwealth. The reason was the constant discord that he had with religion, in terms of religion, and the discord that he had with Parliament. आज इस वीडियो में बहुत इजी लग रहा है सुनना और समझना इस स्टोरी को, बट व्हेन वी टेक अप 17th century or for that matter any century or any age in detail, we discuss each and everything up till 7 to 10 days. हम पॉलिटिकल सोशल बैकग्राउंड को डिस्कस करते हैं, उसके रिलेशन में हम मेजर राइटर्स को, मेजर वर्क्स को डिस्कस करते हैं. तो इस मेथोडोलॉजी से हम पढ़ते हैं. मैंने पहले भी वीडियो में कहा है, द वीडियो इज प्योरली अ बर्ड आई व्यू dedicated to the history of English literature so that you know that what are actually the ages, the names of the ages that form the history up till today. So 17th century is a dynamic century where after every decade things are changing, kings are changing. King Charles I was beheaded, his son fled to France. Now what? Monarchy was not there. So Commonwealth, rule of Commonwealth was there in the form of Oliver Cromwell. He became the Lord Protector. He was a Puritan man. He wanted to purify the English church, to bring back the long lost respect of church, and as a result of which theaters were closed. As a result of it, liquor was banned. People were constrained, people were retained in their own household like we were during the time of lockdown. But usse bhi worst kya tha? There is no form of entertainment. At least you had Netflix, at least you had YouTube. But can you imagine a time where you do not have anything and you are cooped up in your house, in the four walls of your house, being very much strict, very puritanic? That's because in order you want to have the complete purification inside and outside as well, you don't indulge in any form of entertainment or sports. So this is just the summarizing of the Puritan time. But people, they followed Puritan religion, but in the heart of their hearts they were not happy, they were restricted, they wanted to have the free flow of expression. That is why monarchy was restored in 1660, very important year. Monarchy was restored and King Charles II, his son of Charles I, was brought back to throne. That's where, again, because England was going through a very tumultuous period, very fluctuating period, in the ideology, the belief systems were constantly changing. And after that, because King Charles II came back from the French court, his orders, his way of life were very lavish and very free, and as a result of which the followers of King Charles II, the cavaliers, the poets, they enjoyed, they believed in the carpe diem philosophy. During the Commonwealth time, we have the metaphysical poets, we have John Milton and metaphysicals, and during the time of King Charles, we have the cavalier poets. हम इन सब चीजों को बहुत डिटेल में स्टडी करते हैं. And now, starting off with the part 2, in the with the first discussion, the first age that will be discussed in the part 2 section of this video is the neoclassical age. The rule during King Charles II was very much immoral. I won't say that he was immoral, but the practices of the courtly practices or the societal practices that were there during the time of King Charles II were very much immoral. There were licentious affairs, there were scandal mongerings, and genre of drama was restored, but it also represented society and the scandal mongering and the immoral ways of society. क्या बोलते हैं उसे हम? Comedy of manners. At the same time, we have restoration tragedy also in the form of heroic tragedies. So much fluctuations were going on. We have prose, very famous prose writings as well. And after that, we come to people soon got rid of, soon wanted to get over all the immorality. They ran back to classics, giving way to neoclassical age 1702 to 1744. We have where we have our main important writer Alexander Pope. And another good news for you, John Milton, Alexander Pope. The videos are already uploaded on my channel. Just go and subscribe to it. It won't take much of your time, but it will give you much information, much required information. So, neoclassical age, the name, the age gets its name from the classical and neo. Neo stands for new. Classical works and classical ways of writings are being revived. Epical styles, heroic styles, they are being revived. And उसके साथ हमें इस एज में नया देखने को क्या मिलेगा? Periodical journals. The Spectator, we have Tatler, Spectator, Rambler, Eider, Dr. Samuel Johnson, prose, whatever we call modern today, वो neoclassical age में बन चुका था. Coffee houses थे, journals थे, we had periodical journals, we have magazines, everything. Clubs also. So neoclassical age, and after neoclassical age we have the pre-romantic age. People soon got bored out of the classical learning, modern way of life. They drifted once again towards nature, giving way to the pre-romantic age. मैं एक बात बताना चाहूंगी that neoclassical age में major genres कौन से थे? Prose, journals, magazines. प्रोज, नॉन फिक्शनल राइटिंग बहुत ज्यादा ग्रो कर रहे थे, जिसमें हमारे पास मेजर राइटर्स हैं. सैमुअल जॉनसन है. इन नियोक्लासिकल एज वी हैव आल्सो जोनाथन स्विफ्ट आल्सो, उनका गुलिवर ट्रैवल्स. और उसके साथ प्री रोमांटिक एज में पोएट्री रिटर्न करता है, नेचुरल पोएट्री इन द फॉर्म ऑफ रॉबर्ट बर्न्स है, विलियम कूपर है, जॉर्ज क्रैब है, थॉमस ग्रे है. तो ये सब पोइट्स हमारे प्री रोमांटिक्स माने जाते हैं. बिफोर कमिंग टू विलियम ब्लेक, आई वुड लाइक टू ऐड वन मोर पॉइंट हियर. इन प्री रोमांटिक एज नॉवेल को थोड़ा सा, प्रोज को थोड़ा सा एक्सटेंड किया गया लेंथ में. 50 प्लस पेजेस का वर्क आने लगा, एपिस्टोलेटरी फॉर्म में आने लगा, टायर्स में आने लगा, वॉल्यूम्स में आने लगा. कंबाइन कर प्रोज लैंग्वेज में हमारा बना नॉवेल. प्री रोमांटिक एज इज रिनाउंड for the major novelists. We have Samuel Richardson, we have Daniel Defoe, we have Tobias Smollett, we have Lawrence Stern, and इस तरीके के जो राइटर्स थे वो प्री रोमांटिक एज में आते हैं. एंड प्री रोमांटिक एज, एज द नेम ऑफ इट सजेस्ट, गेट्स इट्स नेम from the upcoming romantic age where we have first generation romantics, second generation romantics. Easy लग रहा है, 1 hour में पूरी हिस्ट्री कवर हो रही है, but it takes up to 6 months to 1 year to complete the history in a methodological way, जो हम लोग आप लोगों को कराएंगे. बट सो फार क्योंकि ये बर्ड आई व्यू है, ईयर्स बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. प्री रोमांटिक एज 1745 to 1798, 1798 ईयर अपने आप में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. रोमांटिक एज, फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन, लिरिकल बैलेंस, सब इस दौरान हो रहा है. इन द रोमांटिक एज वी हैव राइटर्स लाइक जो सब जानते हैं, विलियम वर्ड्सवर्थ, सैमुअल कॉलरिज, रॉबर्ट साउदे, first generation romantics. Then we have the extended form of romantics as well, in the form of second generation romantics like Byron, Shelley and Keats. सबके beloved writers है. So romantic age comprises of these set of 6 main writers जिनके works बहुत ज़्यादा important है. And after romantic age, people, because development was going on day by day, increase हो रही थी development, जिसकी वजह से factory system, industrialization, scientific revolution सब स्टार्ट हो गया. लेकिन मेजर हिट क्या था विक्टोरियन एज का? विक्टोरियन कॉम्प्रोमाइज. Things were now being compromised. People, for the sake of better facilities, started moving for the sake of better facilities first, and secondly for better wages. Agriculture से ज्यादा अब फैक्ट्रीज को, माइनिंग को बेनिफिशियल देखा जाता था पैसा कमाने के लिए. एज अ रिजल्ट ऑफ विच फैक्ट्री सेट करने वाला बना एक कैपिटलिस्ट और फैक्ट्री में वर्क करने वाला बना एक प्रोड्यूसर, एक लेबर. Class system came up. Victorian age gets its name from Queen Victoria, and Queen Victoria 1837 to 1901, Victorian compromise, colonization, rich and poor, साइंस एंड रिलीजन. रिलीजन अब तक क्रिश्चियनिटी को फॉलो किया जाता था. नाउ ऑनवर्ड्स चार्ल्स डार्विन केम अप एंड सेड, व्हाट डिड ही से? वी आर द डिसेंडेंट्स ऑफ एप. व्हाट्स दैट? Compromise between science and religion. So whatever we are facing today, the contradiction and the compromises that we are facing today started back in the Victorian age. And after Victorian age gets over, we have our most important, और Victorian age के literary writers तो रहे ही गए. Literary writers, Thomas Hardy, Charles Dickens. Chronology, चार्ल्स डिकेंस के वर्क्स की पूछी जाती है. क्रोनोलॉजी थॉमस हार्डी के वर्क्स की पूछी जाती है. तो ब्रॉन्टे सिस्टर्स है हमारे पास, तो ये मेन नॉवेलिस्ट है. नॉवेल एज अ जॉनरा विक्टोरियन एज में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. और प्रोज इंपॉर्टेंट है, मैथ्यू आर्नल्ड इंपॉर्टेंट है, कल्चर एंड एनार्की इंपॉर्टेंट है, द फंक्शन ऑफ क्रिटिसिज्म एट प्रेजेंट टाइम. देयर इज सो मच दैट वी हैव टू कवर. दिस इज जस्ट एन इंट्रोडक्शन टू द मेजर ईयर starting from 1450 up till 1945, क्योंकि उसके बाद हम हैं पोस्ट मॉडर्न एज में. And in the Victorian age, after Victorian age, we have modern age. Modern age में we have stream of consciousness 1901 to 1945. We have World War I and World War II. Poetry में we have Georgian poets. In the section of poetry, we also have the war poets. We have writers like George Orwell, and we have the major writer T.S. Eliot, who is writing poetry, the most important poetry written by T.S. Eliot. We have the wasteland. He's a Nobel awardee. So modern age is the age what we known as modern, the avant-garde moment. Everything has to be new, everything has to be novel, सब कुछ नया होना चाहिए. उसके साथ क्या स्टार्ट हुआ? स्ट्रीम ऑफ कॉन्शियसनेस, ब्लूम्सबरी ग्रुप, वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट, आस्क्ड, हैज बीन आस्क्ड. अब तक लास्ट एग्जाम 2024 दिसंबर, अब तक ब्लूम्सबरी ग्रुप पूछा जाता है. सच एन इंपॉर्टेंट एज. मेजर क्रोनोलॉजी जो बनती है वो हमारी विक्टोरियन एंड मॉडर्न एज से ही बनती है. क्रोनोलॉजी बेस्ड क्वेश्चन, ग्रुप बेस्ड क्वेश्चन, वी हैव फिलिप लार्किन, वी हैव टेड ह्यूग्स, so many writers. So modern age is also very important. वर्ल्ड वॉर को डिपिक्ट किया गया है, स्ट्रीम ऑफ कॉन्शियसनेस को डिपिक्ट किया गया है, वर्जीनिया वुल्फ, हेनरी जेम्स, जेम्स जॉयस. All the important names that you must know, you should know, are from the modern age. And with this, I come to the end of the part 2 of History of English Literature. And it's my request, it's another opportunity that I'm giving to my viewers कि अगर आप स्पेसिफिकली किसी एज पर चाहते हैं कि वीडियो रिकॉर्ड किया जाए, just let me know. I have provided my email ID as well, and you can let me know in the comment section below कि किस एज को आप टेकअप करना चाहेंगे. And the detailed videos will be uploaded very soon. And also our complete offline and online batches are going to begin very soon. You'll never know, पता भी नहीं चलेगा जून एग्जाम कब आ जाएगा. Time is always short. So with that, I come to the end of this video. Thank you. Have a nice day. Keep on revising. Keep on memorizing the key dates that I have just mentioned. They are very much important in order to associate you to the major ages that comprises of history of English literature. 450, 1945, and after 1945 we have the postmodern age, the age in which we all are living. Thank you. Have a nice day.